So first I'm going to mark my toy in the middle of his chest. Mostly this is for straightness because you don't have a whole lot of choice about where to hoop these toys. The hoop just fits on them, so this is showing straightness primarily. Then we're going to unzip the bottom, pull out the pod, lay it aside, and I'm going to insert my outer ring into the toy. And I'm not going to hoop any stabilizer in with the toy because I can slide it under, called floating the stabilizer. After the fact, I'm going to turn my hoop so that the bottom of the toy goes into the machine. So I've got my notch facing the feet rather than the head. And then I lift all the excess fabric away from the hoop and give him a little tug. And remember, the tape is for straightness, not so much for placement, but I am going to try to get it as close to the center of the hoop as possible. And then I'm just going to press it in and spread the fabric a bit, and he's ready to go into the machine. And I'm just going to slide a piece of soft tearaway underneath the toy. So as you can see, the 15 centimeter hoop is the type that I'm using, and it's fits nicely on the embroidery area of the animal, and I'm going to be able to place that into the machine feet first so that the head isn't under the embroidery area. Of course, you can remove the head pod as well to make it lay even flatter like this, but I still prefer to put them in the machine feet first. You mentioned that your screw on your hoop was not adjusted properly when you started hooping. So this is just something you might want to know is available for your machine, and that's the freedom ring. And I insert the freedom ring. It's a spring operated hoop, so you can either lock it open or you can just press and it spreads the spring. Either way will work great with these toys. I'm going to insert the freedom ring into the toy, and then I'm going to insert the hoop again with the notch facing toward the feet. And in this instance, of course, I've got his seam line centered up, top and bottom. I'm going to smooth the fabric as much as is possible. And then just press the hoop in. And I'm going to pull slightly on the fabric to smooth it out. So you never have to worry about the pre-adjustment on your hoop with the freedom ring. It's always going to be pre-tensioned, or it's always going to allow you to have the proper tension on any type fabric, thick or thin.